Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined by Kevin,
Hello. How we
a
doing?
familiar face on the channel. A couple of months ago, you got, I believe, was it second place or third place at the Giant Card event with Adamantipator, right?
Yeah, only third.
Only third, only third. Well, Kevin is back, and this time he took it all the way to the finals again of the Giant Card, and he also did very well on day 2 of the Extravaganza with Dragon League. Now I know that
Yeah.
this is a deck that has been featured a lot in this format, but hasn't been featured that much on the channel. And what I really appreciate is a good look on how this deck is evolving, since each player plays it out differently. And Kevin got second place at the Giant Card event, and he got fifth place at the Extravaganza. So that's a job well done in my eyes. And yeah, I'm really interested to see your list, see your decks, to see your cards. So anything else you want to say before we go into the deck profile?
Really. I just want to say, if you want to see how the deck evolved, then my deck is perfect because this is the most cookie cutter standard deck you'll ever see.
Nice. That's exactly what I'm interested in. So let's go ahead.
Perfect. Actually, what is not a entirely cookie cutter is actually I play 2 Tracer instead of 3. But literally reason I play like certain cards less than others is because I kind of try to optimize this deck going second. So I actually made like 11 hand traps. And
Okay.
that's why then I kind of had to cut down on the engine itself
All right.
because I wanted to like not feel shit if I lose a die roll.
Okay.
So yeah, the rest is really standard. This is the rocket engine. Like these are standard with the Apps router.
All right. You're saying
Then
standard, but I only play one Synchron and I play 2 Recharger. But that's
really,
yeah.
well,
I
maybe
think.
you're the unstandard one then.
Oh, that might be true as well. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know. Then again, I haven't not looked at too many deck lists. But yeah, the thing is, to me, recharge isn't really that necessary to have extra copies of, because it is really something I would just like to summon with the Tracer. However, Synchron is actually good in the middle to late game because it can be used as a normal summon.
You can also use
Um,
Recharger's
to,
effect, right? You know that.
yeah, but that's just with Striker Dragon, so I don't
That's
need
true.
an extra one in deck to do that. I can just have that in the grave and then just
Fair
make a
enough.
Striker Dragon with literally anything. But yeah,
Okay.
and hopefully it should be standard enough. 3 Stayfort, the one of each Chaos Dragons, and of course Levineer, and yeah, it's not too crazy. Brotar as well. I do play 1 Noctivision. I do see certain people play 2. And once again, this is mainly because of space, but I did feel that like with these suboptimal hands, I felt like Noctivision will often sit there because I wouldn't have a normal summon, so I couldn't make Striker. So it would be often sitting with things like the baby Chaos Dragons or like War Laser God Dragons, which has meant that I had to pass. So I did kind of play 1 to instead play more normal summons to secure at least could like make Striker Dragon plays.
Right.
I played 2 Chambers along with 3 Tiding. This is also a little bit different. Normally, I think the golden ratio is 2-2. However, as from what I understood with the Dutch meta, it is a lot of rogue, and a lot of rogue is like a lot of mid-range decks. And therefore, I figured Tiding is actually really good for those grind games, which you might come out in pretty often. So I really want to optimize this as much as I could. So like I wouldn't run out of like gas whenever I would like recycle chamber, which is why I play 3.
Okay.
And then for the hand traps, I wanted to improve my Dragon Link mashup the best I could, so I did. Oh yeah, please don't mind like the artwork because this is gonna really trigger a lot of people. I play 3 Phantasmes, 3 Nibiru's, 3 Ash, and I guess what is spicy is also 2 Ghost Ogres. Different artworks. No.
Yeah,
I
you get
feel
your star
like,
package. Yeah.
as I said, yeah, it do be like that. So the reason that like opted for this is because I wanted to optimize my Dragon Link mashup going second because I wasn't like that worried about other decks going second, of course, other than, for example, people making Wind of Pass. But I felt like this hand trap ratio would kind of optimize it, because to me, a Dragon Link is like the most popular deck of the format. And if I were to lose the die roll against the mirror match, I would most likely lose the match, because that's just how important it is to go first. And the reason I play Ghost Ogre is, while she is good against Dragon Link, I mean, she's pretty bad against everything else except for Rogue, which she actually came in very handy against. But what's useful about her is that she's light, which means that she can be used with Chaos Base, she can be added with Chaos Ruler, and she's a tuner, which means that with like weird hands, I can normal summon her to make fiber plays, or special summon her with fiber if I need a light in the grave. So kind of utility in that. Also, fun fact: I'm playing as a guy, the Mech Knight guy got second, and I actually summoned Brotar with my spheres, and then used that to target his Mech Knight to search the Ghost Ogre, and that extra interruption actually won me the game, because apparently she's really good at pure Mech Knights.
Yeah, that is true. Nice.
But yeah, that's the hand trap matchup. I'm tired. Right. Those are the hand traps.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been a long day. And for spells, now this is standard: 3 quick launch, no explanation; 3 space, no explanation; 3 warlocks, a guard dragon, 1 secret rare, no explanation; and then 2 field spells, no explanation. Right?
All right, looking very solid.
What other questions do you have about the main deck?
I like the Mad Trap ID. I myself have been running a 0 hand trap deck list now for a while. Because like a lot of people, it's interesting. Like, you either play like 12 or like a list like you play, or you play like 0, which is what I do. Further, I really like the triple tidying as well. That's what I play as well. I don't need 2 chambers. And yeah, overall, it's really solid. I think that Ogre is actually really, really good this format as well. And I don't have the balls to play it in my deck, but it looks really, really solid in this list, and I totally agree.
Yeah, admittedly, there are better hand traps, but since I play so many, I might as well play her. But I get it. X-Deck's also pretty standard, say. I play 3 Synchros, Savage, Chaos Ruler, and the Hawk Red Dragon Rushman Abyss. There's no discussion, right?
Yeah.
I play 3 Strikers and the 2 Spheres. And, of course, accompanying 1 of each Guard Dragon. Yeah, Quad Boral, for those combos, Romulus, and Fibrax, and Bullsword. I guess the last card that I play, like, I feel like this all is kind of standard, and last card is kind of flex spot. I feel like a lot of people offer Appaloosa, or they do, what's that other for called? Saryuja. Yeah, but I actually chose for Beat Cop.
Okay.
Because if I would get interrupted, for example, by Nibiru or something, after using Tracer's effect, Beat Cop is useful, because then I can still make her, and if also if I have enough gas, I could then make the Guard Dragons under it, so still make Guard Dragon combos. Because she's just a generic dark, and I can use her with the Nibiru token as well.
Yeah, I really like that. It makes a lot of sense. I've been also missing like just a generic link to that I can make. I like the help already, but I really like just something to do when you either get Nibiru or like late game or something.
Yeah, exactly. So my Hulk is amazing, like an amazing link too. If I use Tracer, I can't really make him, right? So that's why I went for Beat Cop.
All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of.
This is difficult one-handed.
I'm a big fan of Appaloosa in this deck to end on with after the rim is with like Guard Dragons to get somewhere going. But I can see your choice on why this works.
I did consider Appaloosa for the longest time, but to me, I feel like there are 2 reasons I chose not to play her. For one, I feel like it is kind of win more, because like people will usually Nibiru a little bit earlier, but also besides being an amazing Dark Ruler target, what my opinion about Appaloosa is just that she doesn't really advance my game state that much.
Yeah,
and this is why I chose her over B Cop.
All right.
And then a side deck, which I guess is Spice's bit, because it's always different. I play Kaijus. Naturally, I played the light one, because once again, Chaos Ruler and Chaos Space. And of course, light, because then with Chaos Space, it can search the linear. So it's a little bit more flexible. Yeah, and then 3 Lancias. That's basically mandatory. And same goes for Pankratops. 3 Cosmics, 3 Dark Ruler No More, and then the last 2 cards you get Spell Trap 8, so I don't lose to any trap decks.
Yeah,
and
solid.
that's all, folks.
Nice. Yeah, looks like a clean extra deck. Looks like a clean
Yeah.
main deck. I really like the more steady, safe approach. You're not going full wombo combo. You're just a little bit more mid-range, I could say. Like, your deck is ready for the grind game a little bit more than other Dragon Link decks might be. And
Yeah, exactly.
You're really focusing on beating that mirror, and that is definitely seeable and noteworthy. And I really, really like that as well.
Yeah, isn't it ironic that I still lost to the mirrors in the finals with Giant Card, though?
Yeah, you can't beat them all, right? So,
It is what it is. At least I beat him in Swiss, so it's fine.
Exactly. All right, great. So, Kevin, great job. 5th place and 2nd place at the Giant card is still very impressive. You're still getting that beautiful oversized card, which is going to be really, really. And for like your first weekend with the deck, this is pretty well done, I have to say. Yeah. Thank you for featuring.
Thank you.
Any shout outs you want to give?
That's the plan. I gotta give a shout out to my roommates. My roommate, who's like 5 days old now, Fabian Ruland, he got 3rd place at the Giant card, which means we're gonna have combined with the Giant card, oversized card from the last Extravaganza, we're gonna have 3 oversized cards in this room or in this house, which is kind of dope. And of course, shout outs to the rest of the Groningen gang who all participated in tournaments, especially to Henrik Hausinger, who played in both tournaments and almost topped as well, but it's full short. We'll get there next time, boy.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, and everyone else who participated as well. Yeah, that's great.
All right, cool. Shout out
to you for winning, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy I didn't face you because I really like playing against you, but it really tenses me up so much. All right.
I guess that's compliments.
Quick shout outs to Card Cult for organizing the event, best run events ever, and I'm looking forward to the next Extravaganza, and I am sure, Kevin, we will see you there with another great result. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Let's hope for it.
And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.